What's up with that? Why is it exploding away? Oh, wow. Look at these shots. Gotta watch out. These guys are not playing. Spacemen and spacewomen, this is Eldevioso. You're watching Empyrion Galactic Survival, Ultimate Ironman series, and this is episode 9. And you've caught me right in the middle of doing some preparations. I've got a lot of surprises for you in this episode as we set sail for the week 2 planet. But before I show you all of that, I wanted to make sure I documented this. And in between episodes, so at the end of episode 8 and before episode 9, I went up, I found another CV, and it was the crashed capital vessel with the thrusters. So I called it a thruster CV. It's the same one that I rehabbed last series, but I went ahead and looted it and got all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the deconstructor, and I'm going to continue to pack up all the loot in our CV. Yes, I said CV. And then I will give you a tour of our new setup. So I just wanted to show you this and let you know I've been out there looting. A lot of the loot comes from the raid and that new CV, and we are just straight up set up. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we do for the rest of this season. All right. I'll see you on the SV, or the CV. So as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the base looks a little bit different these days. And that's because it's all packed up. Yes, it is time. It is time for us to move on. The water gens are gone. The solar panels are gone. And over here in front of us, you see a bunch of those Xenu blocks that I looted, that I had to lay down as a pad, and behind it, at long last, you see our self-built, field-built Gambit. And what I mean by that, by the way, when I say self-built, I mean, obviously, you know, we're building these ships, right? I mean, you could spawn in a blueprint. You get a blueprint off a workshop. So I mean self-built in that sense of the word, but I also mean this ship is built in the field, meaning on the fly in the game, not taking it into creative mode where I can be much more thoughtful and all that kind of stuff. And what it is it's a version of the Gambit. And the Gambit is a ship we used. It's a very, very minimal CV that we use in PvP to get off the starters. So in a PvP multiplayer server, it's a race against the clock to get to the best planets and the best resources and base down and start building up your defenses before anybody else. And so the Gambit is taking a calculated risk by doing creating a CV that's vulnerable but gets us out into space quickly. And so I literally took that starter ship, broke it down completely, and I think maybe 1 or 2 blocks remain in the same spot, and I've rebuilt it to make it basically a mobile base that we were using kind of jokingly just to be mobile on one of the PvP planets. This by no means would last even one shot from a PvP vessel, but it'll work for PvE, or at least it should. I might get surprised. I have to be careful with it, but it's a calculated risk. It allows me to be mobile. So thus I kept the name, the Gambit, and I call this the Gambit Home. And it's just it's a gamble. I'm making a calculated risk that I won't get hit by anything on planet or by a patrol vessel or by a patrol vessel in space, because that would just be a problem. It probably would destroy this and we'd lose a lot of our loot, whatever, maybe even die. But I feel like being able to just float around from place to place is the way I want to play this, so I'm going to take a risk. So thus, the fitting name, coined by my buddy Outlaw Cecil, and who again, I've mentioned him in building some other ships, came up with the original design, which this doesn't look anything like, but that's where it all comes from. So when you hear me say self-built, when you hear me say field-built, That's what I'm talking about. So what has happened since we've left? I showed you in the deconstructor some of the materials that I had. All of that stuff is done. Everything we had is looted and sorted and loaded up in the ship, and we are literally ready to set sail. And so in this episode 9, let's see, we finished the CV. Obviously, we spawned it in. I repaired the SV, got that thing looking good, and put hardened blocks on. This HV is empty. I don't know that I'm going to use it anymore. I queued up a workshop ship that I'm making right here. I should be. Yeah, this is the, it's made by Thor, and it was the Boar, T2 Boar, or something like that. I modified it very slightly, but it's basically his original design, and it uses 6 tier 2 lasers, which I had looted, and I just ate those in the factory and got the 216 Zascosium and Arrestrum and spawned it in. So we got 41 minutes left in that. We're just going to keep letting that tick down. But what I want to use this for is, one, harvesting out some mines, but I like the placement of these drills. The thing works great. It's evasive. I shouldn't get shot down by anything. And I can drill out a side of a mountain, which I might make a temporary base on this upcoming planet. We'll see. We'll see. But it can dig out large areas of ground quickly. It's a functional design. It's cheap. I like it. I often use it even in PvP when we need a driller. And you guys have already seen the orange, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring that in. So I left a generator in here and a fuel tank in case we need to come back, but this place is stripped out. And frankly, I should have taken this stupid shelf out to begin with and lowered the constructor. I don't know why I dealt with jumping up and down on that thing all those times, but this base is completely cleared out otherwise. And yeah, solar panels are up, crickets are down there. Yeah, got everything, got the ramps here. This is the Gambit. Ship is repaired. It's ready to go. This thing's loaded. And yeah, here's our ship. So it's not overly designed. I think it looks pretty cool. Did a little bit of flair on it. You know, some design stuff like this. Nothing. Let me go ahead and throw those visuals off. Nothing crazy. Didn't overly design it. But as you can see, it has a whole lot of function. And that's really what I was after. 36 growing plots, great views. We always have to have great views when we're messing around with our servers, particularly when we're in the PvE space. So, you know, we can come out here and look at the beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Got some stuff growing. Just wanted to get some seeds planted and get some more stuff, and we may build medkits later. Whatever, we'll see. We'll see about that. Couple processors running. Got these things fully loaded. I also went and harvested a bunch more of these things, the Alien Plasma ZR1 and Alien Plasma T6. If you don't know, those can easily be found in the middle of a pond, in a lake or a pond. If you go out into the water in this section, they're all over the place. It's brown and white on the bottom, and you can get some pentaxid. I got about 150 pentaxid in total now. I don't know, I probably looted another 50. I'm using those things to queue up some more health packs, and we're looking pretty good there. I've got 3 advanced constructors, 1 for fuel. I queued up a bunch of fusion cells with the resources we had. Here's some extra ores I have sitting in this one, and here's our main main constructor. So you can see we're sitting pretty good with E and Z, Neo, Sathium. We got a lot of resources, so I'm feeling stacked. I'm not worried about any of that. Got a little to-do list. We'll talk about that in a minute. But basically, ship parts. These are some of the things that I may use for turrets on this thing later. We'll figure all that out. Base devices. All sorts of advanced constructors. A bunch of combat steel. T2 generators. Some good stuff here. Let's see, mist gear. Some autominers I want to go place down. I've got 3. I thought I had more. Oh, I've placed them down on planet. Yeah, I've placed them down on the planet. So we got to go pick those up before we leave. I'm glad I looked at that, or would have forgotten. Let's go pick up these autominers, which should have emptied those deposits. That'll be a good check. And we'll place some of those down on the planet today, so we don't have to mine them. We'll just put it down and we'll go back and get it, because we don't really need the resources, but we'll keep topping ourselves off through autominers. And autominers are something that on a PvP planet, we would use those all the time. We got some fuel and O2 and all that kind of stuff in this one. 123 extra pentaxid. The tank is full, so we're in good standing there. There's blueprint and stuff that I can eat. I got more furnaces. I ate 2 of these thrusters already that I looted. I got a whole bunch more stuff to loot. That'll be a bunch of resources there. A couple dump containers, handguns and ammo, plenty of ammo. Got some homing missiles. Got these things. I don't have a plasma cannon yet, but I do have the advanced weapons and everything else. Yeah, I just need the plasma cannon. A little bit of ship and base ammo, stuff that I'm going to throw at the trader. So all sorts of medium armors. I have 4 or 5 heavy armors now, if you didn't catch that in the last video. All sorts of weapons. So we're going to head up to the trading station, make some trades with him, and see what we can do. Got our meds and all that stuff here. So we've got a good assortment. Got 8 of each of these packs here. Got all the different syringes. So we're in good standing. We're ready to do this. I'm just going to harvest this real quick. We're going to go pick up the auto miners. And then we're going to head up to orbit and go to the trade station. We're going to head over to Strenus, which is the week 2 planet. We're going to go find some of those resources. I believe there's some neodymium there. And we might have to go place one on Cobalt, which might have to happen on the moon here. We'll figure all that out. And then we'll go get those after we take out the week 2 objective. Oh yeah, and then by the way, armor and booster here. You can see our heavy armors. I've got them set up, filled with boosts. Right now, I'm wearing a heavy with 2 multis and 2 jetpacks, which allows me to just fly around and still have excellent defense, but isn't my juggernaut set up. Warp tank, warp fuel up here, or the fuel tank up here, the warp core there. Here's our to-do list. Here would be all our seats, so we could just enjoy the migration off the starter. Let's see. Got this guy, which is just an engine room with a gravity gen. You know, nothing special. This isn't meant to survive anything crazy. We've got 4 turrets, 2 minigun and 2 cannon, and that's really the ship. That's it. Nothing crazy. But this will be our mobile base, and maybe our only base. We'll figure that part out. And our final goal for today will be to locate the POI. And the next episode, we will raid and take that POI out. I've just run short on IRL time for this week, so I'll have to leave it at those 2 videos, this one and that. And then for week 3, we'll clean up Strenus, and we'll also go to the next planet and maybe even build our permanent base. But we'll cover a lot more exploring in those videos. So this should be exciting. Hit the road once and for all. And without further ado, I think we're ready to do that. So we're gonna go. Wow, we got to go pretty far. So what I'm gonna do is go grab those in the SV first, and clip back in, and we'll harvest the first one together so we can see that on camera. Then I'll fly back here and we'll take off with the CV. And the only reason I say that is just so we can conserve some gas. Yeah, there's no reason to unnecessarily use our fuel in this thing. All right, so that said, I'm gonna hop in the SV and go get those guys. I'll see you in a few. Okay, so that's still showing 100 ore left. I hope this worked. I'm not sure that it did, given I'm looking at that. Pop on, that's what I thought. Okay, pop on my night vision. See what's going on here. Let's see if we can go get this thing. Okay. Come on. Should be good. I'm gonna get a little bit off the ground, run up here into it, see if we can see this. Okay, so I got 243. It's interesting because I thought these were on depletion. So let me go ahead and check that. So yeah, I'm looking at my settings. Sets whether the auto miner will deplete deposits while mining. So it says true, but yet the deposit still shows 100%. So I don't know if that's a bug or what, but yeah, it looks like I've got 100%. And yeah, let's load that back up. 100%, and yet it took 250 ore out of there. So I would have thought that 250 ore would be basically the whole deposit. So we need to look into that and see what's going on. But either way, I'm gonna harvest that, or maybe when I take it out, it'll start to register. I'm gonna shift F, pick up my auto miner, and no, it still says 100 ore left. So kind of wondering if I drill that out, if there's still 100% in there. Well, I don't know. So that's that. That's the silicon. So now I'm gonna go grab these guys, and we're gonna head back. Oh no, I didn't put those in the fridge, so we're gonna throw those in the fridge on the ship. Make sure we don't lose those. Okay, 243 silicon. I like that. And so we will do this on the new planet, and this will allow us to be harvesting while we're out attacking POIs. I love auto miners, and those are the first level ones. Those aren't even the high level ones. If the mines are gonna operate like that, I might just upgrade them, and you can do that with the repair tool without an additional cost. Doesn't cost you more to do it that way than before. Oh, and look at this. Here's the ruins of everything we took out. Worked. These guys. All of those guys are taken out. Just shadows of their former selves. That's what happens when you stand in the way of what I'm trying to do here in becoming the next, or the first, ultimate Ironman. Of course, this is just a test season, so we're just having some fun. But yeah, and for that matter, I understand this challenge for week 2 is pretty substantial. This is a difficult POI. Lots of spiders. Those things are obnoxious, and they're just bullet sponges. And I'm gonna have to be very, very careful. Plus, there's at least one of the 3 or 4 potential possible POIs, because they spawn at random out of a pool of possibilities. One of them has an invulnerable core, and that's a big deal. So we've seen a couple competitors go down, and I just need to be careful. So I'm not taking it lightly. I will see you back at the CV, and we will leave Durana. Okay, one last thing I just thought of before we go. Let's fly over here, and there's our buddy. Look at him. He's hanging out. The boots and the pants and the boots and the pants and the boots and the pants and the boots and the pants. Just hanging out, partying. Let's see if his buddy's over here. They're still out for a stroll. Yep, look at them. They're out for a stroll, so I hate to do it, but look, he's not even playing. He's coming right at me. He's got his gun out. Sorry, boys. That just needed to happen. See if you guys have anything. Make sure that other guy's partying over there on the side. Not going to come over here to help them, because if he shoots from a distance, we're in trouble. $8. That's all you got? That's all you have? Alright, so sorry you guys had to see that, but I just thought it needed to happen. So let's get over here. Let's get on the Gambit, and we're taking off. Not gonna lie, I'm excited. Been waiting waiting a long time to get off the planet, and I got caught up in grabbing POI after POI, and I know I shouldn't have, but yeah, I did. And I think that's everything. Okay. More mushrooms. Go ahead and take them. Drop those guys off. We've got some ore here. We're just going to go ahead and throw those in there. Throw our misc. You know what? Let's get our lights on. A little dark in here. Give some cabin lights. Misc gear. Throw those in there. And we've got some bullets. Okay. Sounds good. Head to Durana trade station. Explore Strennis. Find weak to POI. Destroy objective. Find location for permanent base. Yes, we are ready to do this. So, without further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for, we were able to head on out, turn the lights off for travel. Now, you know, we'll leave them on. Let's go, people. A little bit of slower lift now that I've added that whole perimeter around this thing. All of these edge blocks and the ramps. It's a bunch of additional blocks that weren't on there. And I covered up the bottom because that was just an exposed core and whatnot. But yeah, here we go. We're ready to take off. The thing handles okay. Actually, it's a little slow. I may have to throw another RCS on there. We might have to put some more thrusters on there at some point, but it'll get it done. It'll get it done for what we're doing. So here we go. That's one of my favorite parts of this game. One of my favorite parts is coming up into space. I just love it. For the first time to go on an adventure. It's fantastic. And we got to be on the lookout. Make sure we don't run into any... Oh, you know what I didn't realize? I hope I have this thing climate controlled. Which I didn't even check. So I really hope that's the case. But let's go ahead. And I've got oxygen in here. Let's see. Got a little gravity gen. So we should be able to do that. Gravity gen is here. And one thing I don't have, and I need to have, is an EVA boost. So trading. Where's all my boosts? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Let's put that on. And for what it's worth, we'll take one of our jetpacks off, throw our EVA on there. We've got a whole bunch of boosts. I didn't even show you guys, just real quick. This is another. Oh, I love that. Wow. Wow. Love that. I have all of these as well for the trader, and we'll figure out which ones we want, which ones we're keeping. But yeah. Man, I love it in space. This is one of my favorite parts of this game, is just looking. Oh man, look at that. What do I need to do? I need to turn the turrets on. Get the turrets going just in case. Let's see, is there a trade station up here? There's a destroyed small vessel. It's funny that it tells me where that is. Might be worth going to that, but we're not going to mess with that right now. We're going to the trade station. We're on a mission. Let's see our sector map. Cobalt, Promethium. And we have Frigil, Strinius. Strinius we have not been to. Durana Moon. is going to have pentaxid deposit. Oh, well, that's good to know. I might go take that out, and cobalt and magnesium. So I actually do need those. I may go grab them, or we might get them at a later point. But let's get over to that trade station, and I will come back to you guys when we are there. Let's fly. Ooh, slow down. Admin trading station. Things shaped a lot like our ship. This is good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Let's see, where can we get in here? I'm gonna turn that guy off. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. It might be this hangar. Never actually been in this place. But now that we're here, we're going to go in. We're going to do a little trading. I'm going to try to sell everything I can and see if I can buy an enhanced weapon or some ammo and whatever ores we can get. And that's really it. If there's anything exciting, I'll show you that. Otherwise, I'll cut back the ship and we'll be on our way. Okay. So we have about 400,000 credits, and wait a minute, this is what we already had in our inventory, and everything else is what we traded for. So we cleaned them out on basically all of these items, got a couple more rifle upgrade kits, a couple tier 2 laser pistols, all the meds that they had, a bunch of pentaxid, 97 pentaxid, and even bought their plastic and whatnot. I said, why not? And a couple more auto miner cores, 2 plasma cannons to craft up into heavy weapons, and a few more rifle upgrade kits because I love burning through those guys. And yeah, that's really it. I mean, a bunch of rockets. I think all this stuff will just save us in some materials. I'm not worried about the cost. Whoa. Not worried about the cost and whether or not I could have done it cheaper with the ingots and all that. Not worried at all. Here are the items I think I can trade later. I didn't see these pop up, the assault rifles, but I don't know if that was just that trader or what, and we'll figure that out later. If you guys know, let me know if any of the traders take assault rifle tier 2s. If not, I'll just throw those in the deconstructor. A bunch of NVGs, medium armors left over, and then we also bought up all their food. So we got a bunch of good foods. This will be helpful. Let's see, 150. Yep, that's what I want there. And if I look over here, these are the boosts I still have left. I mean, I still have a lot of boosts left. 3 medium armors, 3 heavy armors. I'm wearing a heavy armor. I got I got the Juggernaut out here, and a Juggernaut medium armor. And yeah, we're set. We got plenty of gear. Not worried about that at all. Threw a bunch of these extra weapons over here, and yeah, I'm gonna get this sorted and we're gonna take off and head on over to Nipperss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our first warp in an Ironman. Let's play. Here we go. Vroom. I really wish they'd animate this screen, but it still looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's have a quick look around. Oh, another trading station. I may even check that one out real quick. Copper, silicon, and magnesium. PvP space, we better watch out. And then we're going to head down into Nipperss. I guess I've been misspelling that this whole time. Yeah, I'm going to check out this way trading station as well, and then we will check out Nipperss. Okay, well that one had a mining trader and a medical trader, and so we got a few ores, sold a couple of our boosts, and continued to build our inventory of meds. So feeling really good about all of our meds going into any kind of situation. We should be able to heal multiple attacks from nightmares and things like that. And so we shouldn't have an issue there. Yeah, I think we're ready to head on down to Srenius and see what is on the planet. So one of the things I think I'm going to do is leave the ship up here in orbit. Not sure I want to bring it down right now and drive it around while I'm just scouting for things. I know there's a PV on planet and I just don't want to mess with that. So what I'm going to do is turn the cabin lights off, turn the extra lights off, and go ahead and just park this thing out here in space and take the SV down. And I can tell by looking at the sector map that on Srenius there's cobalt, magnesium, neo, and promethium, just like we were hoping on the moon. Only difference being the pentaxid. But I think I'm just going to go drop some autominers on there. I think I have 6, and find the POI. And then I think we're going to call that for a night. We've had a good day of training and travel, or trading and travel. And then we will take out the POI in the next episode. And while I'm down there, if I can level a little bit, I'd like to hit 25. And then we can spawn in the enhanced weapons for our raid. But that's really it. So let's go ahead and hop in. Let's grab our auto miners first of all. We have 6 of those. We're going to take those with us. What else do we need? We may need the tent for some weird reason. We may need the heater cooler. Don't want to be stranded out there without it. And who knows? Maybe we see something a little squirrely with I don't know, some crazy drones or something. Let's take all this stuff. Extra enhanced assault rifle, enhanced rocket launcher. I think we're good with that. And we've got fuel pack, a lot of fuel packs on us. Could use a few multi-charges. And we can make those in the SV. We need to grab a little bit of food to take with us. Actually, I think I have some. Making some canned veggies. I love these things. I think I have some food in the SV. And what I might do is switch out my EVA. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take an extra mobility boost, just in case that's what we need to do. We're gonna get in our little ship. Throw that in there. Let's get going. I haven't seen anything in space yet, any sort of drone, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. But I guess you never really know. Guns are out. That's good. Well, let's head on down here. We're a little low on fuel. Forgot to turn the turrets off while we parked it, so that's a little bit of a problem. But we're gonna head on down into space. Switch to first-person mode going into planet so you don't lag as much. And let's see. Ooh, wow. Coming in on top of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 POIs right off the bat. So let's see what's up. What are we looking at? Let's see. Where are we? I'm going to zone out. Real quick. Ooh, there's a POI. Don't want to get too close. Let's see here. 3 iron, 2 cobalt, silicon, 7 mag. So I'm gonna get some on magnesium, and I'm gonna get some on neo and the promethium. That's what. Oh, promethium, it won't work. So we got to do it on the mag and the neo. All right. So I'm gonna peek a few of these things. Let's see what these look like. This is a fortress. I may just take it out. Wow, armory. Lots of turrets. Lots of drones. So that could have some good loot in it. That could be fun. Alright, so I'm going to travel around. I'm going to see what I can find. See if I can find some of these mines. Slap down some auto miners and try to locate the POI. And I will get back to you at that point. This is probably a mine down here since I don't see a POI. So let's go smash this guy. He didn't like that. So he's over here guarding that rock. What's that rock? Nothing special. It's in these, ooh, fusion cells and capacitors and a lot of 15 mil. Okay, we're gonna start taking down these drones. And I may not even, I may just clip them off that armory and let them respawn. That could be good. Alright, so I'll come back in as soon as, oh wait, here we go. We got some stuff. And I may just pop the video back on every time we come across something new. Try to keep this a little bit entertaining. A wreckage. It's nice looking wreckage. Wow. That cannon drone was fragile. Ooh, what's this guy? Those are those fast spiders. Keep an eye on him. I'm not sure what the temp is. I didn't even look at that, so. Looks like it gets a little hot. Heat wave. Yeah, it's alright. Not too worried about any of that. Railgun bullets. Okay, now we're into the good loot. So this is good stuff. Killing these drones. I think this is the good wreckage. I believe. Let's see what's in here. That could be worth looting. I think this is the one that explodes though. Oof. Something's out there. Let's find this guy. Come on. Yeah, I got a feeling I don't want to get bit by this stuff. Probably get some sort of crazy infection. Come on down here. Yeah, as I was saying. Well, that's fun. That was a lot of loot I would have liked to have taken. Maybe the core's back here. No core present. Okay. Is that large thruster back there? It is. So maybe I can just get the large thruster. Yep, let's do that. Okay, we'll come back to this. Let's see what's around here. Ooh, something's over here. Temple. I don't know how crazy that is or not. Lots of drones though. Looks like some turrets. Yeah, we'll take that down a little later. Colony. Oof. These guys are not playing. You know what I might do? I might just take this guy out. Let's see, 339. What's up with that? Why is it exploding away? Oh, wow. Look at these shots. Gotta watch out. These guys are not playing. Not playing at all. Gonna rise up. Boom. It hit me. Something hit me. I don't know what that was. I should be able to draw these drones over. See what's on the colony. and then get over there to that other wreckage. It looks like another exploding wreckage. That's funny. Whoa, all those shots just disappeared. I don't know if you saw that. That was kind of weird. Okay, things are disappearing. I hope that's okay. I hope that's I'm not losing loot and stuff. Looks like something's happening. And I am getting a little glitchy, so I want to pop them. Want to pop them. That's going to hit me. Okay, that didn't hit me. A few more turrets here. Wow, blew up that whole thing. Is that a turret? I think it is. Okay, I don't want to kill this plasma drone until I take out all the turrets. I should have popped him. Looks like an awful lot of turrets on that thing. Am I seeing that correctly? Sure looks like a lot. I think that's exactly what these are. Okay, I need to sink these guys real quick. Okay, come on. Sink him. Let's get down here. Let's see if there's anything left down here. It does look like something. Those look like radars. That looks like a turret. Oh. Oh. Was on the wrong weapon. That didn't work for me. Come on. Evasive. No prediction? No way. Okay, I think I got him. What? Okay, that should be it. Those other ones look like radars. So yeah, this is a little... Ooh, ooh, ooh. What are these guys? Mechs? Where's he at? It's definitely harder. Which one is it? Oh, I think it is. And then the one hot just somewhere. It's used on something, that's true. So I'm going to rocket. Yeah, come on. Whatever. We need to attack this planet. Orbit plans better. Comes out it. I'll be my main right here. Jump right in. So I take these guys out. Get them all. Oh, 16, 25. I'd love to loot these guys. I don't think we're going to do that. Just too many guys. Too many guys here. Is that the trooper sword? Oh, that was. I need to get that action here. What is that? That's weird. It's delicious. Man, looks like Eliath. I'll drop him off. This guy. Level 25 is what I wanted. So down here. These guys just dropped off. I didn't come in that close. That's over here. That's not going to work. Can't see. Good. See down here. I'll do it. Nope. Get shot. I'm gonna that. So he's right around. Like over here, see if he can put him on. Yeah, so he should. I mean, he's all me. Pretty good. He's going to them. What else is there? Here we go. That's true. Turns are wrong. Hop out. Hop again. Let's roll. Ready? Just roll it. Start here. Just matter. Just level up. We're slap on this. See if anything. If not, shoot him on. And yeah, let's do that. This episode. Let's see. What's up? What was it? Give me these. Let's just there. Alright, well, the one thing we will definitely get is this guy. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. However, I did get a large thruster, and that is worthwhile. Don't have my jetpack booster on here because of my spacesuit. Probably should have thrown that back on. Oh, there we go. One more thruster. And one more up here. One more right there. Are there any more on this thing? Thrusters? No, there is not. So, let's take that. And yeah, let's go find the POI and then we will come back. Okay. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of interest up here. So this could very well be it. And I think looking at that thing in the center that it is in fact it. With a cobalt deposit. Is that somewhere in there? It's to the left. And I have a feeling my game's getting super glitchy. I think it's all the Xerax around these things. We may have to talk to KnowItAllDM about taking some of the Xerax off. Just so it's not as bogged down. Because I'm dropping down to 9 FPS. That just makes it really hard to play. So a spaceport, a couple defenses, looks like the drone base in the middle of that thing. So this is a proper challenge. I don't know what's there in the middle, but what we're gonna do is take out all the surrounding stuff, and then we're gonna go back to our ship and come down here and raid this thing in the next episode. But for right now, let's run out of oxygen. And I didn't bring any oxygen. That's dumb, and this isn't a breathable atmosphere. Breathable? No. Okay. So did I put any water or anything in this thing? I do not believe that I did. Oh, that's fun. Alright, so we see this. I see you, folks. So here is week 2. Target. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't need to be drifting in there like I am. That's not good. Okay, get on out of there. Okay, so we're going to go up into space real quick. We're going to grab a little oxygen. We're going to come back here and we're going to smash these targets. Yep. Clear it out and be ready for next week. Our next episode. So guys, we have done it. Let's see here. I have headed to this trade stations, plenty of trade stations. I've explored Strenius. There's all sorts of stuff down there. A bunch of mining hubs, wreckages. It's a small planet. I basically uncovered every inch of that, thinking that, well, because at first I thought that cluster of POIs was in fact the target, but it turns out it wasn't. The target is by itself. Literally freestanding by itself, and it's one of the last blocks that I uncovered. But I did in fact find it. So, and we had a bunch of different little traders on the planet and all of that. So we're in good standing. We have all our ammo crafted up, and we're ready to raid. So it looks like we have the abandoned reactor. I don't know if that's the bugged one or not. I'll have to double check. And we're going to destroy the objective and then find a location for permanent base. But I think we're going to do a little exploring of the POIs on Strenius. And also collect our 6 auto miners. 2 by Cobalt, 2 by Neo, and 2 by Mag. Not bad. So we should be good on ore. Yeah. We're all set up down there. I think everything's good. And honestly with that, guys, it is Eldevioso signing off for episode 9. Standing over here looking over Strenius. It's a beautiful part of the game. And soon enough we will have conquered this planet and moved on to week 3. See you guys soon.
Turn up. Let's go.